off? Go, Cardi. You should be the first one. Go.
You can't get too close.
Now let his kids go. Where's daughter?
Max B's return home after nearly 16 years in prison instantly became one of hip-hop's most electric cultural moments. His release wasn't quiet or tentative. It was explosive, charismatic, and filled with the same swagger that made him a legend long before his incarceration. The moment he stepped out, he moved like someone who hadn't missed a step, smiling widely, hitting jewelry stores, popping into clubs, showing up at private gatherings, and even pulling up to a Jets game with the confidence of someone who still belonged to the city's pulse. Many people coming home from long bids moved cautiously.
Now, I remember right around this time, it's 2021, you said you were trying to end the beef between Jim Jones and Max B.
Yeah.
Is that squashed?
I put it in the air. It's up to Jim and Max. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Max is locked up, man.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, when I speak to Max, Max tell me he got more shit to worry about. When I speak to Jim, you know what I'm saying, Jim is on his own time. So, I mean, they both grown men.
Yeah, but, I mean, Max is locked up.
Trying to readjust to a world that passed them by. Not Max. His energy suggested he planned to reclaim every moment he lost. All at once, social media erupted instantly. Old fans celebrated like a lost icon had returned. Younger fans who had only heard his name through influence finally saw the man behind the myth. And even people who weren't deeply familiar with his music felt the weight of the moment the wave had returned. But even amid the celebration, a shadow resurfaced. The unresolved history between Max B and Jim Jones. Their feud had shaped entire factions of New York hip-hop.
French and Max, will you work with Max B when he gets out?
Max B.
Okay.
Max got dick out of here.
All right. Okay. Has that conversation even come up though?
No, people don't play with me with that conversation. Ain't nobody can tell me nothing about that. That's the first thing I say. You heard?
Okay.
That's how you feel. That end the deal for anybody. There ain't no Max talking about conversation. Period.
Okay.
And with Max finally home, the old energy surrounding their rivalry resurfaced with full intensity. One day after stepping out, Max proposed to his girlfriend, a symbolic gesture signaling stability. Loyalty, and a fresh beginning after years of confinement. Yet even this joy couldn't fully overshadow what his freedom meant for hip-hop. The past was coming back to the surface. The moment Max walked back into the spotlight, the hip-hop world didn't just celebrate, it braced itself. His feud with Jim Jones was never a small disagreement. It reshaped careers, friendships, and entire movements. For over a decade, Jim Jones...
As the picture came out, Tory Lanez, and it looked really, really gruesome. And it's like, you know what I'm saying, you've been in there for all that time. And it's like, we never heard of you, like, getting into trouble and things like that. Have you ever, like, faced something like what Tory Lanez is going through?
Listen, let me tell y'all this. I'm writing a book on how you can be a success. You can do a successful 20 years. I've used prison to my advantage.
Avoided speaking on Max. He dodged the topic in interviews, shut down conversations during podcasts, and made it clear he didn't want to revisit the past. But Max's release pulled the story right back into public consciousness. Hip-hop blogs immediately began posting about the feud. Fans resurrected debates about who was responsible for what, and old clips of arguments, interviews, and diss tracks resurfaced.
Well, New York.
Yes, sir.
Fresh out the can.
Damn.
Over 18 stretch.
Damn.
They gave me 7 and 5.
Max B when he gets out.
Max B.
Okay.
Max got out of here. People don't play with me with that conversation. Ain't nobody can tell me nothing about that. That's the first thing I say. You heard?
Okay.
That's how you feel. That end the deal for anybody. There ain't no Max talking about conversation. Period.
And then 50 Cent, rap's most famous instigator, jumped into the conversation. Through memes and trolling posts, he implied Jim had been involved in snitching and shady behavior. Whether true or not, it set the internet on fire. Comment sections filled with jokes, accusations, old clips, and renewed scrutiny on Jim stayed silent. But silence becomes loud when the internet is screaming.
Second at the Fort Lee Holiday Inn. Police are called there after a man is shot to death. The victim, David Taylor from Florida, was staying in room 227.
How you think he got so hot? Came out with all them tapes. I did that. I put them hooks together. I made the credit. I made the hooks. I made the melodies. Yeah. I made the shit, dog.
Meanwhile, Max wasn't hiding. He was everywhere, shining, smiling, trending. To many fans, it seemed like Max had returned triumphant.
Prison ain't fucked me up. I do this shit for advantage. All this time to myself to do me? You think I ain't gonna come out no super nigga? Listen, let me tell you some shit, brother. I'm giving niggas game on how to do this shit. This shit, when y'all niggas see me, you ain't get niggas trying to come to jail on purpose, just to follow my lead. Let me do what that nigga did. That nigga had another type of plan. Yeah, nigga, you gotta go through the fire. This shit was the fire right here, but I'm coming out the diamond.
While Jim was being dragged into a narrative he hoped was long gone, the tension was not new. It had simply been reignited. And with Max back outside, people wondered what would happen next. Peace or chaos. Before the beef, Max B and Jim Jones were close, practically brothers. Their story started in the mid-2000s when Max linked with Jim through Cameron and signed to Jones's Bird Gang label. The chemistry in the studio was immediate. Jim was already an established Harlem figure in the Dipset movement.
I feel righteous.
Damn.
Feeling good.
Feeling good.
I know it is. I'm grateful.
Okay.
I'm thankful.
Love that.
Hey, lister.
Okay.
Anybody that got a sack? Pause. Look me up, I'm gonna get you.
But Max brought a fresh, melodic, wavy sound that was unlike anything else in rap. His raspy voice, carefree delivery, and innovative hooks gave Jim's music a new life. Songs became bigger, smoother, and catchier because of Max's influence. Fans and industry insiders began whispering, was Max the creative force behind Jim's new sound? Were the hits coming from Max's pen? Rumors turned into tension. As Max's popularity rose, the relationship began to fracture. Success adds pressure, and pressure exposes cracks. Money.
Max B when he gets up.
Max B.
Okay.
Max up dick. Fuck out of here.
All right.
Disagreements, creative disputes, and personal misunderstandings all contributed to a growing divide. Max began feeling underpaid, undercredited, and creatively restricted.
Keep in mind that I'm what I'm doing is for my era of music. You heard? It's a blessing that I'm still here and I'm still being able to be appreciated by the youth and the younger generation coming up. That's a super blessing right there. But when it comes to the people of my era, I want smoke. You dig? Whether they're active or inactive, I'm telling them, I want smoke. You heard? Don't care about no legendary status, none of that type of shit. None of that shit works on the street, bro. I want smoke in the booth. You heard? Who want that? Let's talk about that right now. Who want to meet me in the booth? You heard? You ain't even gotta come to the same studio. Let's be in the same building. You take A room, I take the B room. You heard? Just to make everybody feel comfortable, but I want smoke in the booth.
Jim, dealing with the weight of leadership and reputation, likely felt challenged by Max's rising star. The case that altered Max B's life started with a plan that was never intended to become violent. Max's ex-girlfriend, Gina Conway, told him about a flashy man staying in a hotel who supposedly stashed cash in his room.
Ram it up his ass. Pause. And rammed him up. Boom, I hit him. So he all this. My car, right? My window was there. He tried to grab me. So when he came in the window, I punched him in the
She suggested it as a quick robbery opportunity. Max didn't go himself. Instead, Gina and Max's stepbrother, Kelvin Leardam, went to execute the plan. Whether he records new albums or chooses to live quietly, one truth is clear. Max B's legacy is secure. He survived a 75-year sentence, regained control of his music, maintained his dignity in the face of rumors, and returned home to a culture that never forgot him. His story is no longer just about conflict or controversy. It's about resilience, evolution, and the rare opportunity to rewrite one's ending. Max B didn't just return, he reclaimed his legend.